second think she was joking, she was kidding. No, that's who she really believed that shit.
Because the woman's inbox, you know, especially like a lot of the women who are on the heavier side who get, you know, dudes be shooting their shot, and a lot of times some of them are low-hanging fruit, but they equate the dudes that's in the inbox, you know, shooting their shot at the club, things like that. It inflates the ego, but then when you really come to terms with the nature of what's going on here, and you realize that these guys they're slim pickings, or they don't, that's not really, it's just all they can get at the time. So that's what they're going for. No man really wants an overweight woman. I don't care how, you know, this movement, this BBW movement, no man really wants BBW. That's not his first choice, I'll put it like that.
She really believes that I'm more valuable, and I'm this, I'm that. And this is why, dying alone, you wonder why, and again, go back to the beginning, why I keep attracting these scrubs, these low-level dudes.
They had 71 agents they had sent to LA. It's the aftermath of
just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Las Vegas Raiders. It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. Now Prescott. And the Raiders have got it.
No.
It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Furl, that got in there to bring him down.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The veteran in his first year with the Cowboys, Brian Anger, on to punt. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game.
First game of the day.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Stay in bounds, dude. Stay in that good punt, baby.
And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Well, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. But I remember reading remember the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening. But how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Micah Parsons, the rookie, in on the stop. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
A handoff, Jacobs running to the left.
Come on, man. What
and to the 42-yard line here, brought down there.
And there's a typical run by Josh Jacobs. Well, as a defender, you have to make a decision about how you approach him because he's awfully physical with the ball in his hands. 12 touchdowns on the ground last year after 7 as a rookie, and he was a 1,000-yard rusher in each of his first 2 seasons. Wouldn't surprise me with enough touches, he could easily crack the 1,500-yard mark.
This is for her. The same chick who got pregnant at like right now.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. It's caught. It's Miller. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
I got time to go blood and everything with this motherfucker.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Carr gonna throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Derek Carr, very precise thrower of the football. What's the game plan for going up against him? It used to be take away the short stuff, I know, but he's more than a dink and dunker, right?
And you are right about that. Great analysis of him because he has evolved as a thrower. Now he can push the ball downfield, but still, the number one things you want to take away, short passes, intermediate passes. So sharp, precise, and accurate, you've got to sit on those routes in order to cause him problems.
Carr now on 1st down. He dumps it off to Drake. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Quick pass out to Miller.
Isn't that great? This is what we're at. And again, I just don't respect it. I'm sorry. So you know about who like her?
Again, it's Carr. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Look at my pick right here, baby.
Another try after the first down sack. Carr. He'll hit Jackson complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that, and we've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
Jacobs. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
If you're looking for the cheapest, and I mean cheapest,
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Jacobs again, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is Tony Pollard. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A give to Elliott running left. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. A handoff left, Elliott. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Calling a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here, 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
A first down carry by Elliott. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. On first down, Carr. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Carr now to throw. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown Raiders. Deshaun Jackson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
So this is a defense that I want to show you guys. Remember, the other setup, the base setup we're using, the blitzer, you man up people, and then you can put
Carlson on for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
There it is, man. You can also man them up. That's another thing. You see how the spine's moving, but manning up will actually cause these guys to come down.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Damn, boys running the clock. And now
the Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Jacobs. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. It's caught by Jackson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
You know, following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
And they'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
That's on me.
Prescott to throw it. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play here for Dallas.
I can still hear it reverberate through this thick skull of mine. Crossing routes versus man-to-man coverage, it's a bad matchup for the defense. Those tend to work very well as they run away from a defender.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Elliott, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Seven yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
This 4-down motherfucking situation with this losing record. Better way this motherfucking bullshit.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy, and he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Got him. Oh,
now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball secure. Don't turn it over.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll make it a 2nd down. on the handoff. This is Jacobs. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Here's Carr to throw. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
On first down, Jacobs. And he stopped immediately there. Brent Urban there to get him down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Second and 10.
To throw his Carr. That's caught by Jackson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And some room to maneuver. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play there for the Raiders.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. To throw is Carr, fighting through pressure. And this goes out wide for Drake. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 3rd and 10. I think you would agree, just a good decision right there. Goes for the safe play, gets some yardage out of it.
And showed some toughness as well. As you noted, he stayed right in there. Saw the rush was coming, hung in there, took the hit, dumped it out to the outside, and now they pick up some yardage, and you have a back that's grateful to you and will continue to make plays.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Now Carr. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Carlson is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Dak. Able to find Gallup, and he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
And congratulations to Dak Prescott, by the way. He just went over 20,000 career passing yards. And you remember he came into the league in 2016, and you remember the gruesome injury in 2020 that he had to fight back from. So congratulations to Mr. Prescott.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Here's Dak.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the Raiders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Carr down to a knee, and that ought to just about do it. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win, needed one desperately.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points in the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Las Vegas, the win is a good one for morale, but little else as they move to 3-8.
And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on Washington.
Meanwhile, for Dallas, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Damn, we only threw 9 fucking passes. Oh shit, we didn't have a goddamn ball. Fucking 7 minutes. Whole quarter. It's all good.
So how many bureaus
Next time.
About 2,500. We have a tower team of about 8 to 9 people.
How much flour is being packaged and moved out of here in a day?
Flour, definitely more than 25 pounds a day. Our weighers do everything by hand, as you can see. They do not break any nugs. They'll try different combinations. They've gone through a lot of extensive trainings before they sit down and weigh a pound. So I think it's pretty beautiful that we do everything with love from the moment we trim it to the moment it gets put into the jar. Hopefully everybody feels it when they open the jar.
Passion in every puff.
Mm-hmm.
What are you guys' favorite things to smoke?
Yeah.
That's what I keep hearing.
Mm-hmm. It's like that perfect, happy, giggly high.
Me too. Yeah. Yeah, Quest is my favorite strain. It is not only my favorite strain that I've smoked, but it's also like my favorite strain to look at, and when we're weighing out, it's just, it smells like home.
Well, I keep hearing about the Quest nonstop all day. I'm super excited to go pick some up and try some of the rest of the crew.
Excited for you guys to try it.
Yeah, we really are. So I'll probably enjoy it.
Welcome to Urban.
Hi, how's it going? I'm Garrett.
Nice to meet you. I'm Lacey. I'm the buyer here at Urban.
Ah, you're the buyer. I work with a lot of you back in Oregon.
It's really cool. It's been a journey, and we're expanding, so it's really nice. Yeah.
That's awesome. You know, as the buyer here, what are you looking for? What led you towards Source and stocking your shelves in general?
Source is a great product overall. The quality of the flour never disappoints. Other than being clean green certified, this also is soil grown too. It's another great thing that Source does.
Yeah, I mean, flour grown from soil is just generally better flavor profiles, cleaner burn, you know, no headache, no throat ache. It's just commendable because it's a lot harder work than doing hydroponics. And, yeah, it was really cool getting to see. You got a pretty decent menu. What are your favorites?
Quest is a really, really nice sativa. It's our #1 bestseller. I think it might be like one of the best-selling sativas in California right now.
Wow.
It lives up to the name. You feel like you're going on a quest after you smoke it. Like you're ready. So
ready to go on a journey.
It's that sativa that you want, like that uplifting, energetic.
Sounds like we gotta try the Quest. I'm interested in the Sunday Driver. That one's just gotten popular everywhere lately, and I want to see how well Source does it.
All right, here you go, man.
All right, thank you so much, Lacey. I appreciate your time this morning. Well, this is a beautiful rooftop you guys got here. Not a bad situation.
Not at all. Great spot to hang out.
What are we digging into today?
We're digging into some dabs. We're digging into a bunch of different joints. What's up with the dabs?
Well, this is strawberry cough. This is live rosin, and it's my favorite personally. And that's all we're going to be basically selling. Here we go. See, once it dances like this, I got to hit it. Excuse me.
Yes. Been keeping that strawberry cough cut alive for a long, long time, like near a decade. Yeah. It's the original cut, you know, It's the famous one, the only one really. Just recently ran a couple batches of it for the rosin. Turned out amazing, phenomenal. Tastes
so
great.
Did you do straight flour to rosin, or did you wash it first?
We washed it.
Washed it, and then...
It was fresh frozen.
Yeah. Obviously, like being a business owner and growing a business, especially in the industry, evolving this quickly can eat up a lot of time. But what do you guys do for fun outside of this?
The main thing I want to really people understand is that we just don't want to lose the culture. You know, we make less money because we keep the culture going. I don't care though, because we're rich in other ways. Like we have a community, we have a tribe.
Yeah. So it kind of seems like your work is more than just your work, right? Like it's a part of your.
Like we might be on some Call of Duty.
I think that cannabis, it's not necessarily for everybody, but for the people it is for, it can serve as a part of a health lifestyle, wellness lifestyle, self-exploration with like the martial arts and yoga, meditation practice, hanging out with friends and family.
I like that you brought up hanging out with friends and family as a part of health and wellness.
It's easy for us, for master growers, so to speak, to spend many, many, many hours a day or a week immersed in a canopy. It's good to get out and then share some love with people.
Thanks for letting me try all the flavors. Thanks for the beautiful rosin. I'm stoked for you guys to actually start making that for real.
We are. We're introducing it soon.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not actually leaving the seats just so much.
This is part of the LA experience right here. LA's finest. Hovering overhead.
We do got a game.
The dude abides. Well, that about does it. Wraps are all up. Things seem to have worked out pretty good for the dude. And it was a pretty good story, don't you think? Made me laugh to beat the band. I don't know about you, but I take comfort in knowing that he's out there, the dude, taking it easy for all us sinners. I guess that's the way the whole darn human comedy keeps perpetuating itself. Down through the generations, westward the wagons, across the sands of time and Tui. Oh hell, look at me. I'm rambling again. Well, I hope you folks enjoyed yourselves. Catch you later on down the dusty trail.
This guy's a foodie. He's Jewish. I'm Muslim, but we're both human, and we both love food. So, yeah.
Nice work. Not only did we learn how to grow fireweed, we solved little pieces.
We just